Generic greetings. The Billions is a strategy game, essentially a mix between RTS and tower defense, where you will build up a base, or you'll place different buildings and do all the typical RTS stuff like mine resources, recruit units, level them up, that sort of thing, research stuff, and then after a while you'll be attacked off a big horde of infected, which is suboptimal, so you have to defend yourself with walls and towers and units and defenses and that sort of thing. I've played for just over an hour, so first impressions here, not a review, and also this is the beta early access build version 0.5.5 apparently. Basically, it isn't finished yet. There's going to be a campaign mode at some point and other things as well, but at the moment you've just got a wave survival mode, which I must confess I've not really got past, I don't think, day 15, so I'm very terrible at this, but either way I am learning it. Let's just crack on and I'll show you a bit of the game. So you can change the map type. At the moment there's a Dark Moorland, which I've not even done. That's why I haven't got access to these ones here. And then you've got your different challenge modes. So for example, you've got easy, which is 150 days to win it. It gives you more time between the waves, you see. And you've also got different infected population. I'm just going to go for probably accessible for both of these because, quite frankly, I need to actually and be able to commentate over this without getting absolutely sledged within the first 5 minutes, which will probably happen now after about 7.5 minutes because of the mutators. Either way, we'll load in and I'll show you a bit of the game. By the way, I do have a beverage here as well. Today's beverage is a nice cup of tea. So, pause it for a moment. It is pausable, so that's good. So it makes you, you can pause it and think and whatnot, and if you're getting attacked, you can plan your defenses a bit more. As you can see, very, very nice. It's steampunk, and I like it. I do like the aesthetic of it. I must confess, I don't think the screenshots do it justice. It looks very dark in them, but when you're playing it, it just has this really nice tone. Not nice, but it has, well, yeah, it's a nice tone. It's just steampunk, so, you either love it or hate it, I think. Anyway, I'm going to go for, I prefer diesel punk more, but anyway, let's just unpause it, and we'll send my scouts off straight away. As you can see, these are the rangers, and what they're going to do is scout about, and they're going to find, hopefully, some resources. Yep, there's some resources there, so we've got a couple of those. Excellent. And we're going to see if we can find some infected. We're not looking for infected, but, if we find some, then that's just happenstance, I guess. So, have a look around. We've already found some, which is up the top here. Now, immediately, you can see my ranger has engaged them. Now, that's not a big problem. They're not all going to wave into you, unless you bring someone like the soldier over there, which has a machine gun and causes noise, and then that can cause some problems, especially on later maps, apparently, although it's not from first-hand experience, mind you. Anyway, so we're going to keep scouting around, see what resources we've got. So your main resources are gold, wood, stone, iron, and oil, which I've never found in the game ever. Anyway, scouting around. Actually, what I'll probably best do is pause it and get some buildings up and running. So, resources. We're going to need food. We're going to need lumber. So I reckon Fisherman's Cottage can go in there. We'll have a Hunter's Cottage go in there. And a sawmill go in... Oh dear. It would be nice to place it there. Let me cancel that. Resources. Sawmill. 9 is probably 11 there, but we can't. 9 is the best I'm going to get. Okay. And then a Hunter's Cottage. Which we can't really fit in anywhere. Although we got 10 food, we've put it there. That's not too bad. So you can only place it in certain areas. Yeah, we'll place it there. It's not a problem. Okay. So we'll crack on. We'll also build some tents. And these tents allow for, I was going to say the recruitment of people, but that's not the case. It's actually just you have more colonists. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 in total. That'll be fine. Okay, so keep scouting about. Always best to scout out early, I feel. Certainly on this map, because you can see what you've got, what resource you have. Oh, we've got a fast runner here. So you do get different types of infected. So you've got your typical slow zombies, you've got your fast runners, you've got like big hulking ones and stuff like that. So yeah, come on, can we take it out? We will get hit, but it doesn't really matter. There we are. It is a case of, you can get hit and damaged and killed, but as far as I can tell, you don't get infected. Maybe there's ones later on that are like that, but so far I've not seen those. So quick scout around there, that's fine. Quick scout around here, that is all blocked off. What I'm looking for is choke points and defensive points where I can start building defenses. Now obviously there's many strats available. The strat I tend to use at the moment is the strat of losing, because I've not won a game yet, but hey ho. So it looks like this is not greatly defensible, very big open area, so we'll have to see what we can do there. Same as around here, very, very big open area, so I don't know what I'm going to have to do. But either way, what I'm going to do at the moment is get, well, military requires a soldier centre, so we need stone for that, so we will go for a quarry, and we'll place a quarry in there, which will give us 5 stone. 5 stone is the best we can hope for, really, off that one, I think, so there we are. So, we'll go for a bit more scout down the south, and what I'm going to do, actually, is bring one of these back. The problem that you might have is you might overextend and then there's a unit getting attacked. Yeah, we'll leave that, pull that back to there. The problem you might have is you'll send some of your units off, and if you don't leave some defenses back at base, if they ever get into the tents, then they become infected, and then, you know, you get loads coming out, which is not good at all. So I'm just going to have 3 of these ranges at the bottom, taking out a lot of these, and they do get experience and level up as well, so that's pretty cool. So we can get better at that. So we're going to go for, we've got a sawmill, we've got all that sort of stuff. Military requires stone and workers. Workers obviously coming from the tents, so we'll build 2 more of those, and then we'll just keep attacking down the bottom here. So we're just going to clear these ones out. You get different sizes of Horde and such, so I mean, with these 3 here, we shouldn't really have a big problem. Really do need to keep an eye on this map. It really is well, it's just mandatory, I think, because if you get one creeping along, then you really need to make sure you're going to be able to take it out or react quickly. So I'm guessing that this bridgey bit here is going to be fairly full, which it is, yes. So I'm just going to pull back a little bit. I'll take them out if I can. So what haven't we got? We haven't got anything for military, which requires stone, but we are doing that now. We haven't got a Tesla tower, and what happens with the Tesla towers is, well, essentially you've got propagation of energy. So when I go to build something, you can see this is where we can build. This is where, like, the energy stuff is. Where if we make a Tesla tower, it increases that, so you can then defend further on. And what I'll probably do, actually, is place a Tesla tower. Actually, I don't think I really need one, but I'm going to place one in here, and that's going to allow me to build a little bit further down. I'm going to put a wall here and just wall this off and like have that left. So I think that's going to be decent enough. Currently on day 2. By the time we get to day 10, I think we get a wave, so we'll have to be wary of that. Still need more stone, but we are quarrying that away. I don't know if we can quarry any more. We'll go for a quarry there, and it would... no, we're not going to be able to do that. So there's very good resource up there. There's some iron over there, but quite frankly, it's quite far away. There's our Tesla tower now completed. Looks like we've cleared down here, which is good, so we can start scouting about. We might find, oh yeah, a big pile of infected, and one of them's running at us as well. There's a couple of them running at us, actually. But it does allow us to scout out, which is good. And we know what's around here. And even if they're chasing us, it's not a big problem. I mean, we're pretty much 2-shot on these as well. Looks like the ones running at us have stopped. Oh, no, there they are. Attack! And they're gone. Easy. Alright, we'll pull back. Okay, so we'll probably start working up this way as well now. And I think what I'll do is decide just to wall this stuff off. So we're going to go to defense, and then we'll say tower. I'll have a tower in there and a tower in... Oh, actually, no, we'll cancel that. The reason I want to cancel that is I want a double wall on this one. So we'll have a wall. That's a gate. I want a wall. That's the same thing. Right, wall straight across like so. And behind it, we'll have a tower like that. And then more wall. So we'll have this very, very, very defensible. I've only got one sawmill, so what I need to do is expand up to the north, I think. So we'll go for a Tesla tower. Don't have enough wood. We will get that shortly, though. Looks like it's fairly clear around here. We can scout around the back. As I said, don't know if this is a decent strategy or not. Oh, look at that. They've encroached on our position.
Any orders?
So we need to resolve that by the application of arrows, I think.
Great. Yeah.
So we'll pull back with him and get the arrows in. There you are. So we want to go for one of these, which allow me to put a sawmill there. And then defense is going to be difficult because I need to sort of, well, probably wall this entire thing off. Don't know how I'm going to do that. That's a lot of wood required. We could start thinning them out a bit.
Yes.
we go. What I'm going to do though is spur one off and bring it over onto the right-hand side here. We'll also bring another one back, actually, and put them in this tower, just in case they're trying to walk around, you see. So we'll finish off this defense, now that we know it's pretty much sorted, and then we'll go over to sawmill, start getting a sawmill in. 9 there, that'll do us nicely. Job done. So how are we for energy? Energy being Tesla tower there. We'd have to place another one, ideally, about there. And then we'd get walls across there and across there. That's doable. That's very doable, I think. Then we just got the back to deal with. Speaking of the back, they're the attacking there. Alright. Problem is that these tents are very, very exposed. So I think we're going to start building a wall around that way. At least the choke points here we can defend manually. And look at that. They're just sneaking a zombie in. Just sneaking one past. So what I'm going to do is just get my defences up. I say my defences, my couple of archers. Yes, me lord. Get some peons from Warcraft in here. Right, come on. Where are we going? Soldier centre would be decent. Tent. Blocking access of another tent. Is it? I didn't know that was the case. Tent there, tent there, tent there. Tent there, then we'll start wall. Wall along here. Like that. Now, I don't know whether we just go straight across. Or do we go to that and just build like a big wall like that way? That's probably the way to go. Although ideally over here as well. Ah. So, mayor. Now that we've got so many population, we get to choose a mayor. And the mayor will give us certain advantages, maybe extra units, that sort of thing. So, the first one, Dominique Meehan, where gives us a command center workers supply plus 12. Okay. And the other mayor is 2 ranges. That's quite good. I think, however, extra workers is the way to go. That's it. That's probably the way to go. Right, so we want our defences right across here, so... Can't build that one there? No, can't. But I'm just gonna wall this off. And is she stuck? I think she might be stuck. I think she's stuck. Oh, Alpha Gamers Alpha! No! Demolish that. Can she move now? Yes, she can. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna say, why be stuck? That's bad. Right, so that's gonna block this off completely. I might put a tower in there. Just one tower, perhaps, is probably the way to go. Day 6, hour 13. It all goes wrong. Probably shortly. Put that tower in there. Might put one further up, but for the time being it's okay. And one more. And then again, we know that pretty much this area is sorted. Oh, attacking the colony defences. Yeah, there's actually someone attacking around here. We can't see them, but they're attacking it. And our archer can deal with that. We can't see it actually because of the stone there. And looks like they are attacking the walls here. The thing about the zombies, or the infected, whatever you would like to call them, they do attack the closest thing. So when they hit something, they'll start attacking it. So they won't necessarily walk around. I think you get other ones that like jump over and stuff like that. But either way, yeah, that's why we're starting to do this wall now. And one little wall is better than absolutely none at all, that's for sure. So we do really need to get Soldier Centre up and running, which requires wood. So we'll just give it a little bit more time, and then we'll be able to crack on with that. There's our Soldier Centre. We're going to place it... doesn't really matter, but I think we'll place it about there. Alright, and then we'll start building some more soldiers, or some soldiers. How are we doing for food? I think we're probably going to be a little bit low on it, so we'll probably have a fisherman Fisherman's cottage, yeah, fisherman's cottage up here, which requires energy 1. I haven't got any energy, but I can make at some point a mill, which is, well, it generates energy. So I'm going to place the mill. I'll place the mill there. I mean, do that. You can see we've got the fisherman hut thing, just putting like a big hook in there, and then we pull a fish out. Must confess, it's very detailed. I like the lighting on it as well. It's got a lot of bloom, but it's nice. It is very detailed. Like I said, the screenshots don't really do it justice, I feel. Gotcha. Anyway, are we getting encroached on? Probably. Day 7. Don't know how well we're doing. Like I said, I've got no real balance there. I'm going to say repair all because we have got some buildings to repair. We've also got some zombie encroaching on our position here. Take care of that. See if we can take care of these. There we are. Have to be careful on the left though, because that's fairly open. Anyway, we now have a barracks, so we can build ranges. So I'm going to build a couple of those. It requires 120 gold, which you get off your colonists and your the tents that you've got, and also requires 2 wood, and yeah, that's about it. We do have soldiers as well, but that requires iron, so I just don't have that. Might be useful to get iron though at some point. Defences are being attacked, so we probably need to take care of that. In fact, what I'm going to do, I will go for a Tesla tower there. I'm going to finish our walls off the go around, you see. And then the only open bit will be here. Doesn't mean that you can't demolish these later on. You know, you might not have this as a permanent feature, which I recommend you don't have it as a permanent feature, the wall, because you will need to expand. So, defense, wood walls. Once it's done, we'll build up and across. Probably ignore that iron. We've got others elsewhere. Like that. And naturally, we will go ahead and put some towers behind it.
Sorry, sir. I was cleaning my weapon.
Good. Right, put another person over there. Another one in that one, so we know that this south is protected. Oh, they're attacking the centre.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Wood wall across to there. Wood's in plentiful supply. We could probably even get another sawmill if we're quick about it and put it on that side, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
They are trying to break through.
Yes, they are trying to break through.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
This is why we need some towers. So, repair all. And we'll place that in there. That should be us okay. Excellent.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
They are attacking the colony defenses. Yes, thank you for that. You don't have to click on this, by the way, to go to get all the buttons. You just press this command center button here, which is also enter. Build up to there, and then we will build something across here as well. We'll probably defend this section. Probably have another one of those, and then we've got iron as well, so we can get some soldiers. Because I have no idea where they're going to attack yet. There we go. So that's one layer of wall. Very, very basic, but enough to stop like a quick assault. And you can shoot through the walls, by the look of it. Doesn't really matter. I don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't make much sense, but you know what? If I'm killing the infected, then that'll be all right. So we're gonna put a tower right on the corner, right on the edge, then probably 2 towers in the middle, then probably 1 there and 1 there, and then that'll be enough defenses for us. We'll probably go ahead and build 3 more rangers, I think. As long as we have 1 ranger in each tower, I think we should be all right there. And what we'll do is put the soldier at the open area here. That's probably the way forward. Spread these out.
Aren't there other units to bother?
So we'll get a tower in. We'll tower in there. Tower there. Tower there. Actually, that one needs to be a little bit further along. But there we go. There's 1 tower. You go in, you get a bit more line of sight, which is good. So defences on here. Alright, I wonder if we can build another sawmill. Need more workers, which we do need more tents, which require more food. So, you know, everything's gone horribly wrong. Fisherman can go in there. That's fine, that'll give us more food. That's good. So we'll have another ranger. One in there, one in there. One in each of those there. Yeah, put them there, that's fine. Okay. So far, it's been fairly easy going. I, however, have a feeling that that will not be for much longer. But I do have a lot of defense around the back. Well, a lot of defense. I've got walls, so any swarm we should be able to take care of. Other units that you can get are like mech things. You can get snipers. There is a research thing that I should be able to get at some point, which is a wood workshop, which requires more workers. So I'm going to try and get... Well, I'll get some more tents in first. Like that. That should be alright. So those will go in there and there. We need some on this side. Once these are done, we'll have more workers. And we could build another sawmill. Then we've got 3 sawmills. No, we can't build another sawmill. It's too close. Okay. It's understandable. So we want a tower there, a tower there, a tower there, and a tower there. Pretty much. Yep, that should be okay. Right, and how are we for units? We're going to build some more. I do really need to get some soldiers, so I'm going to wait for a bit more wood, expand this side, get some iron, block this off, and then that's all of the first level of defences done. I mean, it still could go horribly wrong. In fact, I have no doubt that there'll be all kinds of badness in but a moment. I'm trying to think where we put this. Probably there. Alright. So that in there, hair in there, hair in there, and then we need one more, which we'll pull back. So we know we've got defences all along here. Decent line of sight. You can get a tower, which is pretty much just like a beacon, and it gives you really good line of sight, but I've only seen that from the mayor. I assume, however, you can get it from the research, which we don't have at the moment. There we are. More bone arrows over there. Building completed here, so that's good. We're going to creep forward a little bit, just see what we've got. Yeah, we've got some more infected there. So we want to get, I reckon, mining, a quarry, iron 3. Yeah, because the defences are going to go here anyway. So defences, doorway. We will have a doorway on this one. Oh, do we need a door at the moment? At the moment, no, we don't need a door. Are we going to build one though? Might be worth it. Put that one there. And we'll have a tower either side. And then that goes like that, you see. And then we can start building soldiers. Excellent. Slowly creeping forward. I wonder if you can build double tower. Double door. Double door there and door there. What's the gate got? 600 health and the tower's got 800. So actually it's a fairly big weak spot, isn't it? I'll have to be careful on that one. I'm not going to build any more ranges. I'm going to wait for soldiers. So we're going to have 2 of those in there. That's fine. Actually, we'll build one more ranger, so we'll have 2 rangers in each of those. That should be fine. So, that is now a wall around this base. Don't think it's a good one, but it is what it is. So, what do we need? What do we need? Well, as always, if you sit and do nothing, then don't become stagnant. We need warehouse, which requires wood. And actually, no, we need a workshop, which requires more workers. So we'll get some more houses, which requires more food. So we'll get more food. Hunter's cottage. Can't put around here. Oh, we can put around there. What fisherman's village? Fisherman's village? Fisherman's cottage, rather. So that would be good, but it's already getting the resource from that area. What about here? No, I was going to say you can't get it from that horrible steamy pool. So, don't want to quarry. I want a hunter's village, essentially. Oh, could we call it a village? Hunter's post. Hunter's post. 2, 4. Yeah, you can put them anywhere, but the more if you put them near trees, you get a better result. That's okay. 7 food. It's not terrible. The middle of nowhere, you get... Oh, there's 6 there as well. I don't know why it's 6. Maybe it's just the different ground tiles. So once we've got those, we can get more tents. Really need to upgrade these tents as well. You can get houses, but we need research for that. Right, there's another ranger. We're going to put them up there.
Is everything okay?
Don't know where to put the soldier. Yeah, I heard noise from over the left-hand side, and that didn't sound good.
Order, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's where they're coming from. They're coming from the north, are they? Okay. Unload ranger. Unload the ranger. And we will start getting... It says north, but what's north? Left or right? It doesn't tell me. Well, we'll just have to do our best. Either way. Dozens of infected in either colony from the north. Ah, from there. So they're going to come that way, I hope. Let's see, though. Let's see. We will build... We need another woodwork. We need a workshop, but we don't have the resources for it. That's annoying. This thing does increase resource output for different buildings. Putting it there will get most of my buildings, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming this way. Okay. So... Do we have soldiers? We don't. Damn it. I don't know how many there's going to be. Take one from here. Put them in there. Got one in there. Take one of these out. Put them in there. We're going to find out just how many there is now. So here they are. Oh, the fast ones as well. So there's lots of ranger. Lots of bullets and guns. And quite frankly, that's a fairly decent defense at the moment. They're hitting the wood. They are chipping through it. And they probably will make it through there. Maybe the first layer. No, they didn't make it through the first layer. Okay. Right. Not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. Could have been a lot worse. Remember, this has been... I have knocked this down from the original, like, standard level. So I'll pull these back. Get these back into their posts.
Attention. Building completed.
You again.
2 of each one of there, and there,
What?
and there, and then the soldier can go wherever they're needed. Right, okay. Put everyone back to the standard stuff. This is a warehouse, and apparently it says expands the maximum storage capacity of resources, also increases resource production in the surrounding buildings, which is pretty much every building apart from that one there. So that's all been increased. So we do need a wood workshop, which requires energy and workers. So we will make a... Oh, we need more workers, I guess. So more tentage, and more tentage we can put... Where can we put more tentage? I guess... Around here? Like that. But I think you get the idea of what the game is. It's basically RTS. You build up your economy, which I'm struggling at because I'm always hitting a bit of a wall. Haven't got like the build down yet on how to place things, and it all depends on your starting location, cause this is like a randomly generated map and things like that. You also get different maps with different challenges on it. You build different units, you'll do some research. I'd like to show you the research, but just don't think... Yeah, we don't really have the stuff for it. Although, let's just build another mill and we'll see how far we get. Build a mill in... there. That'll be fine. But yeah, this is pretty much what it's like. I've tried it on the harder difficulty and it does seem to... Yeah, it ramps it up a bit. I'm sure that there is lots of builds and things available, whether you have, like... I've just gone for a big lump of wall, whereas I'm sure there'll be builds where you'll have layers and layers of thick wall at certain parts if you know where they're going to attack, if you scout out further, that sort of thing. As I said, I've only played, well, it'd be close to about an hour and a half now, now that we've got through this video, but yeah, I just haven't got that down yet. But from what I've played, I do like it. On this rating, this one I'm doing now, it does seem a bit slow. But I prefer that, because obviously I'm trying to show you the game. But on the even on the challenging one, you do get attacked quite quickly. And with a lot more ferocity. You also have, which I haven't found in this one yet, but I'm assuming there will be one somewhere on the map. You get like a... I was going to call it an abandoned village. That's not the case. It's like an infected village, and it's all kinds of bad. It really is all kinds of bad. You have to... Well, if you get close to it, there's lots of infected around it, and it seems to spawn stuff as well. So yeah, I got demolished twice off that. So yeah, something to avoid certainly. Either way, that has been a little bit of the Billions. It's very good from what I've played. Like I say, I do quite like it. I think it could be repetitive, you know. The whole point is that you're just building your economy and your base and then you're defending stuff. But it's about the challenge, it's about all of that. And it looks really impressive when you see a really big pile of infected run towards your base, and then they come in and destroy it, which is somewhat impressive to look at, but obviously not great to experience. Either way, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. As I said, it's early access, so there's going to be some changes, bugs, tweaks, all of that sort of thing. There's going to be a campaign mode added, as far as I'm aware. Don't know about any cooperative or multiplayer stuff. I haven't seen any of that. Maybe it's in there, but links in the description so you can read more up on it yourself. Yeah, I think it's okay from what I've played. Looking forward to trying the later ones if I can get past the challenge mode. But yeah, it is what it is. It's quite good. As I said, links in the description so you can check the game out yourself. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.